Wow, I can't believe how much you guys fight me on promoted listings. I did not expect that at all. I've done one or two videos recently, several promoted listings, but recently, especially the one that you can see right above me now. And I haven't had you guys and gals fight me this much ever since I harped on you and continue to do so about making your first photo square and have a white background. So many of you say that's unnecessary, even though eBay and Google says it is. And so many of you say promoted listings don't do you any good. If that's the case, then eBay's lying about how it works. Now, eBay's changed promoted listings lately. I'm talking about what we used to call standard promoted listings. Now it's general promoted listings. By the way, eBay, it doesn't help much whenever you change the name of things like this. It's when you're creating your listings, you can go down to listing ad rate and put a percentage from 2 on up. And I've always suggested you do 2.1 or 2.6 instead of 2 or 2.5. I've always suggested you use promoted listings since the majority of people don't use promoted listings. I've been questioned by you. Some of you say, what makes you know all this stuff, Mr. Know-It-All? How do you know most people don't promote listings? eBay tells me that every time I list an item. This particular listing I'm doing here, eBay says in this category, only 30% of the items, only 30% are promoted. They're talking about a general promoted listings. That means 70% are not. Most people don't use promoted listings. The ones that do, they do so mostly. I don't do it reluctantly. Most sellers, I believe, when they use promoted listings, they do it reluctantly, and therefore they use the bare minimum of 2.0. That's why I've always said use 2.1. If you're going to do 2, be ahead of the crowd. If you're going to use 2.5, be ahead of the crowd. Most people would do 2 or 2.5. You do 2.6 or 5.1 instead of 5, whatever you do. Okay, there's more to it. There's still some good, bad, and ugly about promoted listings. And I'm going to tell you about 2 things here, 2 issues. One you probably haven't thought about. The other you may or may not even know about, even if you've used promoted listings for several years. Now, this one issue is questionable by eBay, I will admit. We had a question recently on the channel from Joe. He says, I'm not into paying promoted listings for my shipping fees. In other words, he's saying, okay, if I do promoted listings and eBay takes 2.1% of the item selling price for making me higher in the search engine, okay, I'm down with that. But I'm not down with them also applying that promoted listings fee to whatever it costs to ship my item. And that's what eBay does. eBay takes the total cost of the item the buyer paid after discounts and promotions and coupons, whatever they ended up paying for the item. They also add your shipping cost to that item, and that combined item plus shipping cost is what they apply their 5.1 promoted listings fee to, not just for the item itself. A lot of you didn't know that. I'm getting ready to tell you a reason to use promoted listings that you also didn't think about in just a second. But let's talk about this applying on shipping fees. Is that right? Oh, it's really not. eBay shouldn't do that. eBay has done things like that over the last few years so as not to raise the stated listing fees. eBay can still say, we're still very cheap. If you don't use promoted listings, we're still one of the lowest selling platforms on the internet for seller fees. And that's true. But if you really want to sell a lot and have an active churn and burn of your money, so you turn over your inventory fast so you use that money to buy more inventory to churn and burn it into even more money, you really need to use promoted listings. And those of you who say your profits and sales are higher without promoted listings, I don't know. I believe you. I believe you think that's true. It simply cannot be true, and I suggest you haven't tested it. I suggest you probably turned off promoted listings and sales started increasing, and they would have anyway, and who knows what kind of money you'd have in your pocket had you kept promoted listings. I state, unless you test it, and now that we have Easy Boost, you can test it. Just add a promoted listings fee to all of your items for a month and see what happens to your sales, and then double that. Maybe go from 2 to 4 for a month, just for a month, and see what it does for your sales. And then go back to not having a promoted listings. Easy Boost allows you to do that. Instead of doing individual rates per item you list, use Easy Boost as I showed you in that video, how to just apply it to your whole inventory and say, I want my entire inventory to be promoted from 2 to 4% for a month, and we'll just see what happens. I think that's the only way you can accurately say promoted listings do or do not help your sales. You'll see lots of eBay gurus on YouTube, especially one that's a friend of this channel. I like the guy, kind of a curmudgeon, and I like that about him. I won't mention his name. He's not real big on anything that is traditional, especially promoted listings, and he relies on something else using seller-generated item specifics. And I have no doubt what he's describing is a powerful selling tool, but he says you don't need promoted listings, or he says don't make that your primary thing. I say if you're going to do what these other people are suggesting instead of using promoted listings, I say do what these other people are suggesting and do promoted listings. listings of at least 2%. Why not have the best of everything? If you're worried about eBay getting 2% of your sales, when that does, beyond a shadow of a doubt, lower your profit margin. And let's talk about this shipping thing for a minute. How dare eBay take promoted listings on our shipping fee? I'm going to tell you where that came from. eBay takes seller fees from your shipping fee, and they have for years. I think it was like back in 2007 or 8 or 9. Here's what unscrupulous sellers were doing. They would sell a $100 item and charge 99 cents for it, and they would charge $99 for shipping, because eBay didn't used to charge a fee on shipping. Whatever you charge for shipping, that's what your buyer paid. You got all the money. eBay didn't take a fee out of your shipping fee. eBay said, these sellers are getting around our seller fees, our platform requirements. It's unfair to eBay, and it is, that sellers hardly charge anything for the item and make it up with a greatly inflated shipping fee. So eBay said, we're just going to charge our seller fee on everything. So it does not benefit you as the seller one bit to have a huge shipping fee and a very low price. You seller, you're not skirting our fees anymore. You're still out the money. Did you know that your seller fees, eBay's 13, 14, 15%, depending on if you're a top rated seller and all of that. Did you know that cuts into your shipping income? If you charge $5 for shipping, you don't really get $5 for shipping. You get something like $4 and something to pay for shipping, because eBay takes a fee. Now, just like almost every law passed in America in the last 50 years, what eBay did there was they didn't punish wrongdoers, they punished everybody. And they made us all pay. All of us who were honest, and I was selling a lot back in the mid-2000s, those of us who were honest, that were charging an honest price and then a cost, or cost plus a little more, just a tiny bit more for a seller fee, those of us who were being honest and honoring eBay's shipping policy and seller fees, we got hit with shipping fees as well. Instead of eBay just punishing these people that do this, maybe giving them one chance to stop doing it and then kick them off the platform to get rid of the bad sellers, the sellers trying to skirt eBay fees, eBay just charged all of us that. So if you don't like promoted listings being applied to your shipping fee, you should be just as angry to the seller fees being applied to your shipping fee. But that was eBay's reasoning. Now, on shipping, eBay lets us add a handling fee. And I've said make it from 58 cents to 99 cents if you sell very difficult items, like items you have to put on a pallet and have freighted, and you've got to handle that and get it to the freight company somehow, or very delicate items such as large Dresden figures that take several hours to wrap properly. I would say it's fair to add a $5, $10 to $15 handling fee on something like that. But in general, don't add more than $1 to your handling fee. That's not really right. But adding, say, 99 cents allows you to get back some of that percent, some of that fee for promoted listings and your seller fee that eBay's taking out of your shipping. It's letting your buyers share those costs with you, and it's really the best way to do it. I say that eBay has been doing these kind of sneaky things, like adding the seller fee to the shipping, adding promoted listings to the shipping fee. I say eBay's been doing that so that they can say we haven't raised required seller fees all these years. It's been years since they've done that, supposedly. But they're kind of sneaking in the back door. Most of us that want to sell a lot, we have to pay those extra fees because we're going to do promoted listings because we want to sell a lot, and we believe that it actually does work. And we've tested that it actually does work. So you can protest paying promoted listings fees on your shipping charges and just not do promoted listings, but your income's going to fall. All of you that say your income goes up when you don't do promoted listings, I'm not convinced. You might be right. I'm not questioning that. No, I am questioning that, but I think you're honest. I don't think you're lying about what is going on. I don't think you've tested that well. One final thing I think is huge. So adding a 5% promoted or even less, adding a 3% promoted listings fee, is that taking too much of your profits? Well, do you take offers? If you don't take offers, you're nuts, because you're not selling nearly as much as you will. For sellers that have success, a huge chunk of our sales come from offers we've made and offers we've accepted that our buyers have made. So what if you don't do promoted listings because you're offended that I don't even like that word offended. That's such a wishy-washy term overused in today's society by narcissists. If you're angered, which is an okay thing. It's okay to be angry about things that make you angry. It's okay. If you're angry that eBay adds a promoted listings fee to your shipping and you just refuse to pay promoted listings and you make your listing ad rate 0 by turning it off on all of your listings, okay, you won't sell as much, but okay, you're no longer being robbed by those 2% promoted listing fees. But will you take an offer of 2% less? Will you take an offer of 5% less if some buyer sends you an offer? What about 10%? Do you ever take 10% off offers? Someone says, I want this $100 item, but I only want to pay 90. Are you willing to take 90? You often are, like almost, like always, like often. If you're that close on margins of things you sell on eBay, you're not buying things right. You're not selling the right things. eBay's margins should be huge, gigantic. Your return on items you buy for eBay should be huge. If you're an everything seller and you go out and you hustle, you go to garage sales, estate sales, and thrift stores, if you're getting traditional everything seller items, your profit should be gigantic. So of course you can take a 10% offer, 15% offer. I often send 23% off. That's about the highest I ever send, is a 23% off rate. And it will surprise you how little that actually is on most items, or how little it actually feels. I'll be selling a $30 item and I make them an offer for 23% off. That brings it down from $29.99 to 26 something, basically. Maybe $25.80. I mean, that's pretty good whenever we're paying 50 cents to a nickel for almost everything that we sell. But you're not making as many offers as you would if you had promoted listings. So if you said, yeah, of course I'll take a 20% offer on something that's been for sale for a long time. Well, it's been for sale for a long time, maybe because you're not high enough in the search engine. Maybe for whatever reason, your feedback's not perfect. Maybe you've had a couple of INADs, maybe whatever, and eBay's not boosting you in the search engine quite as high as you should be. If you do a promoted listings fee of 2-3%, you're going to be ahead of more sellers and you're going to sell more things. Now, how many people make you an offer? Not 100% of all buyers. Whatever it is for you, 60%, 50%, that's a good chunk. That's 50-60% is about what I have whenever on my 3 selling accounts, whenever it comes to the percentage that make me an offer. About 40% of items I sell are full price. Now on those 40%, I'm paying a promoted listings fee because I believe in promoted listings and I test them regularly. I go up and I go down, I do sales, I do everything in order to get as much money in my pocket as I can. That's why I'm doing this. I'm not in the warehouse business. A lot of you, I kind of think you think you're in the storage business because you want to store things a long time because you don't want to get rid of 2% for promoted listings that you've heard somewhere don't work. Well, you need to test it. And if you're willing to take 10% off for an offer, why don't you get a lot more offers? Why don't you pay 2 or 3%? Test it for a month or two. You're going to see that you're going to get more offers. Well, maybe you want to counter a little bit less. Make up for the fee. If someone sends you a 10% off offer, counter with 7% off because you're paying a 3% promoted listings fee. That's fine. They'll probably take it. They'll probably accept that counter offer and you're not out the promoted listings fee that way. But 40-50% of your buyers are going to pay full price. Now that full price, you're not discounting on any offer. They're paying the full price. You're going to pay a full promoted listings fee on that full price, but so what? It's the full price. You're going to sell more things. You're going to make more money. Your profit is going to be much more huger, as English public school teachers would say. A lot huger. Yeah, I'm a recovering public school victim as well, but I am recovering. The last grade I got in my final semester of senior English in high school was a D, and I was lucky to get that D. And I went on to write 150 books, 85 of which were published by major publishers all across the world, translated in every country's language. So that D didn't hurt me too bad. I am recovering. It's not bragging if it's true. And it's also not bragging whenever I tell you, I know how to sell on eBay. If you know of someone, if you're okay with promoted listings, but you know someone that just refuses to use them, you should send them this video and let them know there are good reasons why you should use them. And if they just don't like to pay the fee, whether it's because it's part of its own shipping or whatever, let them watch this video and hear me tell them the obvious that I made in the last 5 minutes about what's 2 or 3% more whenever you're going to get a lot more sales and a lot more offers. And instead of taking a 10% offer, counter with 7, that makes total sense. You're never really out the fee that way if that's what you do. So I'm going to lay off promoted listings for a while. I would like to hear more of you say, I sell so much more and I make so much more money whenever I don't do promoted listings. Okay, I'd like to see your lab manual where you took notes on the experiment of testing this for several months. I think that would be very interesting to see those notes. Anyway, I say a lot of this in jest. I want to help you. I want you to make a fortune on eBay. I believe eBay is the strongest platform for you to write your own check. The more you hustle, the more you're going to make. The more you list, the more you're going to sell. Oh yeah, I've got people, including the friend of the channel I talked about earlier, says it doesn't matter how much you list. You're going to sell more if you do other things. Well, it matters how much you list. It does. If you've got 10,000 items in your inventory, you're always going to sell more than if you have 100 items. That's not disputable. Even though he disputes it. Again, great guy. I won't mention him. You might know who it is. Doesn't matter. I want you to use promoted listings or at least test it. And I don't want the fact that eBay charges promoted listings on shipping to be a burden on you anymore. That is okay. You can kind of make up for it by your counter offers that you're going to have a lot more of.